So I got a Michael Jackson update. For a lot of my subscribers are supporters of Michael Jackson, so I'm just going to give y'all this little update. It's not exactly, it is current, like within the past week or two, but I'm going to get into it. It's about his nephew, TJ. TJ had came out and he just basically said, leaving Neverland is trash, is how he started it off. So he did an interview with a certain news outlet. I can't find the name, but pretty much they're saying since the Leaving Neverland had came out, which Wade Robson and James Safechuck level new allegations of sexual assault against Michael Jackson, TJ, Michael Jackson's nephew, had decided to take the role in being the mouthpiece of the family, since he's out in the spotlight right now. He's now into music and all like that. So let's listen to what TJ had to say. Again, he's naturally asked questions all the time by people in the public about his uncle, and he comes out truthfully and lets them know how he feels. So he said, "I'm telling my experience, my life, and sharing it with the world." So then there was a what's this, when pressed on Dan Reed's controversial HBO documentary, TJ didn't hold back. He didn't hold back at all. He said, "It's trash. It's unfair. It's a dangerous precedent to be able to defame and say whatever you want against someone who's no longer with us. I'm certain that if my uncle was here, we wouldn't be in this position, because he'd be able to defend himself. He'd have so much, even more, because there's so much evidence out there that shows these guys aren't the truth. He'd have his own personal stash that would completely discredit them even more so." So during another interview they had with TJ, he had said that the media has basically built up an agenda to tear down Michael Jackson, his uncle. But his fans really have actually stuck by him. Michael Jackson's fans have been sticking there. No matter what goes on, they're still his hardcore fans regardless. And he has a lot of respect to the fan. He's shout out to the fans. I'm going to say shout out to the fans. Much respect for to everyone who's been standing by Michael Jackson's side throughout all this. During the whole 10 years he's been passed away, even prior when he was alive. Shout out to everyone holding it down. You guys remain to be a strong unit, and it's a growing unit too, because as things start to come out, more lies become really visible to our eyes. It's crazy, because when you don't know, you don't know. The only time you do know is when you look out and you search for something, then you start to find things. But if you don't know, you just don't know. You don't know what to ask for. You don't know what to look for. You just sit there and say, "I don't know." But you know, when things are brought to your attention, somebody comes up and they start talking to you about something, you're like, "Oh, I didn't know that." And then you are now learning. So so he claims that the purported agenda is harming not just Jackson's fans, but people who have suffered from sexual abuse. The 41-year-old singer urged Jackson's supporters to continue looking for the truth, doing their own research, and sharing what they find as far and wide as they can. So, you know, that's what TJ Jackson came out. Jackson's supporters who criticized Leaving Neverland suggest that the movie was timed after the late star's death to profit off of his legacy while he isn't around to defend himself. So according to the Jackson estate lawyers John Branca and Howard Weitzman, the movie does not fairly approach the allegations. Branca stressed that no side is presented but Robson and Safechuck's, and claims that Reed was not interested in speaking to anybody else. Weitzman echoed Branca and said that the media business doesn't value balanced views. That's your Michael Jackson update, guys. Until next video.